Hi everybody, in today's video we're going to have some story time followed by some activities. Get excited! In today's story time we will be reading Brown Bear, What Do You See? By Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle. Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Ooh, red bird, what do you see? Friends, what do we see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do we see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. Friends, what sound does a cat make? Does a cat go meow, meow? White dog, what do you see? Ooh, I see a black sheep looking at me. What sound does a dog make? Does a dog go ruff, 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 ruff? Ooh, black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. What sound does a sheep make? Does it go ba, ba? Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do we see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a purple cat, green frog, goldfish, black sheep, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. The end. Friends, now that we've read this story, what were some animals we see in the book? The first animal we have is a black sheep. What other animals do we see? Do we have maybe a purple cat? That's right, we have a purple cat. And then let's see what we have next. Next up we have, what could it be? Is it a yellow duck? That's right, we have a yellow duck. Next up we have, what would we have next? Oh, what does that look like, my friends? Could it possibly be a green frog? I believe so. And then we have a goldfish. What can our next animal be? What does that look like, my friends? Could that be a brown bear? Yes, I think so. And then we have, what can that be? Can that possibly be a blue horse? Oh yes, it is a blue horse. And then we have, what's next? Next up we have, what can that be, my friends? Is that a white dog? Yes, it is. It is a white dog. And last but not least, what animal can we have? Yes, a red bird. That is our very last animal. Good job, my friends. You have told me what all the animals were. Good job. This is a good activity for children at home. It's a good way for them to learn their animals. So this is something parents can do at home for them by printing out pictures and then words, and they can do matching games with it. Okay, my friends, next up we have some color mixing. We've identified some of the colors in our book, and now we're going to learn how to mix some of the colors. That way we can make new colors. So get your paints ready. Go get some blue, some red, and some yellow paint. So as you can see here, the first color we have is blue. And then we're going to add some red paint. Once we mix those red paint in, we will get, what color do you think you're going to get once you mix those two colors? That's right. Once we have those two colors mixed in, we're going to have the color purple. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your paintbrushes and you're going to mix, 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 mix until you see purple. So you can see here, you can take whatever you have, paintbrush, popsicle sticks, just anything, and mix them right together. Next up, we're gonna do our next mixing. We have blue. What color do you think we're gonna make next? So we added some blue. Now we're gonna add some yellow. So now we're gonna mix the yellow and the blue. What color do you think we're gonna have? So we're gonna take our popsicle stick again and you're gonna mix, 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 mix. If you guys don't have popsicle sticks at home, you can just use paintbrushes. In this video, I just used popsicle sticks because that's what I had. So like I said again, you're gonna mix, 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 mix until you see the color green. That's when you know you've mixed the colors well. Wow, look at how beautiful that green is. If you guys don't have green at home, you can take some blue paint and some yellow paint and you'll get some green paint. All right, boys and girls, now that you guys got all the mixing in, we're gonna move on to our next color. So we're gonna add some yellow paint. And then we're gonna add some red paint. What color do you think we're gonna get once we mix yellow and red? So again, take your paintbrush and you're gonna mix, 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 mix. You're gonna keep mixing and then we're gonna see a new color. Ooh, what is that color we see, my friends? Is it orange? I think so. So you're gonna keep mixing the color until you see a nice orange. So if my friends don't have certain colors at home, we can take different colors so we can mix them together and make new colors. So you can see I've mixed the colors and we've got a nice bright orange. So as you can see, we've mixed all our colors in. So the first one we have is blue and red. That will give us purple. We have blue and yellow. That will give us green. And then lastly, we have yellow and red, which gives us orange. Good job, my friends. All right, friends, now we're gonna move on to our craft. So you're gonna grab some of the paint that we just mixed and some of the paintbrushes you have at home. That way we can start our painting. As you can see in the previous slide, if you don't have the paintbrushes at home, you can use clothespins and different materials to act as your paintbrush. So using these different paintbrushes can give you different textures. As you can see with the cotton ball, it's a more, there's different textures that when I dab on, there's different textures. And then the paintbrush is more of a stroke. So you can play around with the different paintbrushes you have and see what kind of materials you can get and just play around with it. As you can see, I've used a bunch of different paintbrushes to create my painting. So I've used a variety of thin brushes, thick brushes, and cotton balls. So at home, you guys can do the same. You guys can play around with the different brushes to see what strokes and what textures you guys have, or you guys can just use one paintbrush. It is all up to you. So as you can see here, I'm almost done with my painting. I've tried to use a sponge to dab it in the paint and dab it there to kind of give it its shape, but it didn't work. I just needed more paint. And then I'm also adding my paintbrushes and just last minute touches. When you guys are doing this at home, you can add whatever you want. You can use thin brushes, thick brushes. This is a good way to look and see how different brushes will give you different strokes and different textures. As well, for children, it's a very good way to practice their fine motor skills as they have to learn how to do the pincer grasp. Allowing children to practice their pincer grasp is a good way for them to practice how they're going to hold their pencils in the future, or just writing any writing utensils. This is a good practice for them. That way they can get used to holding it. And then when they start learning how to write, it will be easier for them. In this clip over here, I've just listed some of the materials that the children will need when they're doing their painting. Okay, my friends, now we're gonna move on to our songs. First, we have Old MacDonald. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a horse, E-I-E-I-O. And a here and there, nay, 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 there, here, nay, there, nay, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. And then a moo moo there, here moo, there, everywhere moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had a dog, E-I-E-I-O. There roof, everywhere rough. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. On that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. There, oink oink there, and then we oink there, oink where we were, oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O. With a bok there and a bok here a bok there, bok moo, everywhere bok. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had some cats, E-I-E-I-O. With a meow there, here a meow there, meow everywhere, meow. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had some sheeps, E-I-E-I-O. We got a baba there, here there, baba everywhere, baba. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had some ducks, E-I-E-I-O. Got a quack there, quack there, here quack there, quack everywhere, quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Alright, next up we have zoom. Ready? Zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom. We're going very soon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom. We're going to the moon. Alright, climb aboard your rocket ship. We're gonna blast off in 5, 4, 3, 2, blast off! Do we want to do that one more time? Alright, let's get ready. Zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom. We're leaving very soon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Alright, let's climb aboard our rocket ships. And we're going to blast off in 5, 4, 3, 2, blast off! Okay, let's do it one last time. Zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom. We're leaving very soon. If you want to take a trip, come aboard my rocket ship. Zoom. Alright, get your rocket ships ready, my friends. We're gonna blast off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Hi ho the terrio. It's time to say goodbye. All right, my friends, this is what we have today. We'll see you next time.